Whew, again. Damn. I don't know if you can see this with the camera very good, but this is steep. Back in the same woods, came to for the eclipse camp, but instead of going this way, we're going higher up. Please pray for me. I got some new gear to try out. One of them's supposed to be a 3-in-1 hammock. It's got a bug net bivvy cover, so you could use it as a tent. I've tried that a couple of times, but I have a new fire pit that I want to try. It's kind of like a twig stove, but it's a little bigger. I mean, I guess you could use it for warmth, but I really wouldn't want to have too big of a fire in it. And I have a new waterproof tarp. Kind of wanted to test that tonight, but it's not supposed to rain. I brought it anyway. But if you saw my last video, you know that it wasn't supposed to rain then either, and it rained a bunch. So I guess we'll see. But here we go. March up Murder Mountain. Yeah, so I'm not really too sure how good you can see this, but I mean, here's me on trying to hold the phone as flat as possible so you can see the hill behind me. It's pretty steep. Excuse me. Just got a little bit to go. Took a break before I got to the top. It is like 75 degrees out and humid. So bring you back once I get to the top. Well, we made it back up to the top of Murder Mountain here. Got my hammock set up over there. We put up that tarp I was talking about in my intro. I know it's not supposed to rain tonight, but like I said earlier, if you saw the last video, it wasn't supposed to rain then either, and it did a lot. So I just put it up for the sake of putting it up, I guess. But I got a camping buddy this time. Yeah, just had a couple beers, and I don't know if you can see that, but I got the hamburger meat on defrost up there. Yeah, sun's still up. We got about another, maybe a little over an hour before it goes down completely, but I've got, like I said, I got that little fire pit to test out, and I don't think we're gonna use that thing.
Not for cooking.
And yeah, so I just don't want a forest fire, so I think I'll use the little fire pit that I got, and we'll just burn in that and have a small little fire. It'll still be a good camp. I said I would try to take time to answer people's comments or questions or anything when sunset came, and here's sunset. I had one person comment and say, "Be still and know that I am God." Whatever you were getting at, I'm not really sure, but good's always appreciated. Somebody else that commented, I know the other two people that commented on the video, so no need to really bring that up because I answered them in the comments. Two of them they were both friends from high school. You don't really get as much of a view up here, I guess, of the sunset as you do from that field, but it's still pretty cool. Camera really doesn't do it justice like anywhere else, but not quite as cool as the field, but it's still pretty nice. Well, darkness has fallen. I've got a few lights up. Yep, they're bright. Just gonna blind the camera. Had a few more adult beverages. Gonna Sorry about the dogs again barking in the background. They're just gonna do their thing. Got can you see it? Am I just being dumb? Yeah, I'm dumb. Got the fire pit set up. Yes, there's a can in it. No, I'm not cooking beer. Probably gonna start that soon. Enjoy another drink or two and probably go to sleep. I mean, we still got that meat to cook, but I guess it just depends on how tuned up we get. Not really sure. Yeah, so I'll bring you back when I start the fire.
Yeah.
So got another little homemade fire starter. Gonna try breaking in the old fire maple twig stove, whatever you want to call it. It's not a bushcraft channel. It's a camping channel. We're gonna use a lighter. Ever notice when you're lighting a fire, it's like playing Jenga? Not quite sure where to put the next stick, but you know wherever you do, it's gonna be perfect. Oh, she's sizzling.
One blow.
That's what she said. Wow. I'm playing because Bluetooth doesn't work that way.
Wish I would have charged my phone.
Wish you'd brought a cord. I have a huge battery.
Should have said, shit, man. We could sit here all night doing this shit. Wish I would have brought a cord.
All right, well, like I promised, they said if I got at least enough views, and what views I got were enough for me to tell the story about the coyotes. So me and my cousin, we were camping somewhere, and we started hearing coyotes, and it wasn't like they didn't start right off the bat. We showed up, we went, you know, had some food, and it's almost like as soon as I cracked my food open, these coyotes started howling, and it was still daylight. And it was like every 20 minutes, you could like set your watch by it. These coyotes, it sounded like they were getting closer and closer. And eventually it sounded like, if you have a dog, you know what I'm talking about, like your dog's whining, trying to get your attention. They were loud. And we started, like, we were in a panic at this point. We were smashing sticks off trees and logs and clapping and trying to make noise to scare these things away. But eventually, one of the logs that I took, I smacked off of a tree. It flew around the tree as I smacked it, and I heard a yelp, like if you stepped on your dog's foot on accident. Never heard him again after that. And we woke up the next day and looked and seen where this piece had flown after I smacked it off the tree. and it was like 10 feet behind my cousin Scott's tent. So take with it what you will, I guess, but they were close. If that thing hit it and that's what made it yelp, it was close. I know they're just coyotes and they're not really all that scary if you think about it, but I've never had them that close before or since. But like I said, I made a promise I'd tell the story, and that's me telling the story. Only reason I thought of it is because we just heard a bunch of coyotes. Well, I don't know how much of it you can see. Only got my small light in here again. Yeah, it's really bright. In the hammock, getting ready to go to bed. I've had a pretty good night. The fire's out. We're just ready to end her. Getting ready to end her, bud. Bring you guys back in the morning. Good night. The hammock performed pretty good. My back doesn't hurt, so at least it must have been set up right. About 6:45. Don't think we're gonna do breakfast. I think we're just gonna pack up and get the fuck out of here. It's been a pretty good camp. The stove did good. A little bit of warpage, but you'll get that with a metal stove. Yeah.
Burned everything.
Sorry if I sound like a fool right now on the camera and all. I just not really awake and still feel like I'm in outer space. But I'll bring you back once everything's packed up and see it's all back to normal when I'm done. He's got the garbage. We're taking it out. Everything's packed up. At least what we brought up is taken care of and gone. So, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna film us walking out of here. Might get a little shot at the end for the very end of the video, but